Gopi, so I already answered this question, why you should care about this data engineering today. So I already given a brief of, so what are the current and long-term careers in IT now. So data science will come first. Data science includes everything, guys. Data science means machine learning engineers, okay, AI engineers, Gen AI engineers, everything. So data science means AI related jobs. And next one will be data engineering. Okay, so first place data science, second place data engineering. These two are future proof and long term career. If you want to stay in the IT for long term, these two are there. So these two are very long term career options, guys. So I already told you. So if you are good in Python, not good means, so you should know everything of Python, algorithmic level, core level if you have, and you know so much about statistics and all, then so you can switch to data science career. Gopi, so I don't have this much, I cannot learn this much now. Okay, so I already working as other I am already working somewhere, I don't have that much time to learn this, because it will take at least 1 year to learn everything, guys, if you want to switch your career to data science. But this data engineering, because you don't require core of anything, so you need basics of Python, basics of SQL, okay, so and basics of IT, that I will be covering. Okay, so you can switch to data engineering if you don't have core knowledge on Python and all. Okay, but this data engineering, I already told you, it is future proof, guys, future proof. Okay, yeah. So why, Gopi, why should I care about data engineering today? Okay, so it is high paying and in demand across all industries. Okay, so data engineering, it is one of the top paying roles in technology today. Okay, whether it is healthcare, finance, e-commerce, or entertainment, every industry needs skilled professionals who can handle and process their data. Okay, so that's what I told you. After COVID, what happened? Everyone, not only IT companies, not only IT companies, guys. So non-IT companies like, okay, so healthcare, okay, finance, e-commerce, banking, entertainment, they also want to move to cloud. Okay, so who will be helping them? Data engineers. That's why I told you in next 5 to 10 years, so new jobs will be provided, produced for data engineering, and they are paying high. So you can compare. You can compare other jobs at 3 years experience and data engineering and data science with 3 years. Okay, if they pay 10 lakhs, you will be paid 50 lakhs. Okay, 20 lakhs based on your talent, based on your interview performance. But surely, so data engineering people are paying more now. Okay, so with 5E, I have seen one of my student, he has 3 years of experience. So now he is working in top company with 25 lakhs. 3 years, just 3 years, but everything on Azure. So he kept 3 years as Azure, and he is earning 25 lakhs now. Okay, so with just 3 years. Okay, if you have right talent, if you perform well in interviews, you will be paid more. Okay, premium salaries you will get, guys. And the cloud is the future. I already told you. So now everyone wants to move to cloud. Guys, what is cloud, Gopi? What is on-premise? So maybe I will take this session for 1 hour. Okay, it requires so much time, guys. So I cannot cover here. So the shortly I can say, cloud means everything available over the internet. Everything available over the internet. On-premise means, so I already told you, right? So on-premise means, so your organization has to procure hardware. Your organization has to procure software. So you need network guys. So they will be maintaining everything. Your organization is responsible for this security and all. Okay, so this is on-premise. So before 10 years, you will be seeing big servers in your companies. Okay, and you need to physically visit your office. Otherwise, you cannot work from home because it is not available over the internet. Everything inside the organization, hardware, software, systems and all, you need to physically visit your place. Okay, so after COVID, what happened? So maybe in the future it may be coming. And one more thing, you are physically buying everything, so cost will be very high. On-premise, we are physically buying everything, that's why cost will be high. On cloud, so you don't require hardware, you don't require software, you don't require anyone. So we can go and we can open Azure and we can buy something, we can subscribe for 1 month. Okay, so cloud is that much cheaper because we are renting, we are not purchasing, we are just renting them. So it is like having own house. This is on-premise, like having own house. To build a own house, 1 crore. So we require 1 crore of money. So this is like renting. So rent house. So how much money? 50,000 monthly. 50,000 or 30,000 is sufficient. Like this, guys. Okay. Now companies don't want to build own this one. Okay. They don't want to go for this. They will be giving rent. Okay. They will be purchasing these services and they will be working. So that is cloud is the future. And who will be taking care of security? Big companies like Microsoft, big companies like Amazon, Google, they will be responsible for your data. They are taking responsibility. They are giving security. So it is in safest hands. Your data is in safest hands and it is very cheaper. And it has global accessibility. You can work from anywhere. On-premise, you need to physically visit this place. But on cloud, you can sit in your kitchen. So you can sit, so you can work from Goa. You can go to trip and you can work from car also. So you can sit inside your car and you can work from there. So you can go, you can move to other places and you can work from there. So that's why global reachability is there. Okay, cost effective and scalability is there, guys. Gopi, what is scalability means? So you have 1 terabyte of data. So you have 1 terabyte of data. So your company is performing well. So you want to increase it to 2 terabytes or 10 terabytes. It is very easy. 1 click away in the cloud. So what you will be doing? You will be going there and from 1 TB to 10 TB, you can edit it and you can purchase it. Okay, you can subscribe for 10 TB in 1 second. But in physical, on this on-premise, it is not possible. First, you need to discuss with your team and they have to procure this 10 TB and already you have 1 TB. So they have to integrate both of this and they have to install some drivers, network guys required. So you have to depend on many things, guys. And physically you need to buy. So whenever you want to, so here we already have 10 TB, right? So if your company is not performing well, so you want to reduce it from 10 TB to 5 TB, it is just 1 click away here. But here, not possible because you already bought 10 TB. If you want to reduce it to 5 TB, not possible because selling physical hardware is not possible. Anyhow, you have to adjust with the 10 TB only. So that was the problem with this on-premise. Okay, so that's why cloud is the future. Okay, so cloud means all services available over the internet. Just we need to subscribe for them. That's it. Yeah. So next one. This is very important question, guys. Many people are looking for this answer, right? Gopi. So will AI replaces data engineering? Because many jobs, so many people are laid off due to this AI. Okay, so because of this AI doing everything, guys. Now you can see. So we have support, guys. Before 3 to 4 months, we have support L2 team. So they will be reporting us, okay, this pipeline is failing, this one is failing, this one is failing. So please fix this. They will be raising tickets. Now, after AI, what happened? Now we have one AI tool which will create tickets. Okay, it will go to ADF and it will monitor everything. If some pipeline fails, it will generate tickets. Now in our team, so L2 team is removed. Okay, because this AI doing everything. Now, so almost 10 people are laid off due to this, guys. Due to this AI doing everything, right? So which pipeline is failing, why it is failing, and this AI will suggest answers also. So this is failing to this is failing because of this. Fix will be this. This will be giving answers also. Okay, that's why I am asking you, Gopi, will AI replaces data engineering? So data engineering and data science AI will not replace. Okay, why? I will give you answer within 2 or 3 minutes, guys. This is very important question. People are worried about this. Okay, my answer will be big no. Okay, yeah. Why, Gopi? I will tell you. Yes. Guys, you can see here. Okay, so you can see here, guys. So here we have AI system. So what this AI system will do? So this AI system will use, see, the end one will be AI system, but this AI system to work, okay, so it needs trained models. Okay, it cannot work on its own. Somebody has to train it. So here you can see. So we have skills like ADF, we have skills like Java, we have skill like machine learning, we have skill like Python. So this AI system, what it will do, whenever skill is ADF, so the role will be data engineering. If the skill is Python, the role will be machine learning engineer or AI engineer. If skill is Java, so he will be a front-end developer or back-end developer. So if he has skill in some other SQL or something, so he will be a DBA or something. How it is predicting this one, how it is suggesting the roles, how it is giving the answer like roles based on this skill. Somebody has trained him. So someone has to train this one. So somebody has to train this system. Okay, whenever skill is this will be the role. We have to train it. So first we need to train it. Who will be training it? Data scientist has to train this. AI system cannot work on its own. Data scientist will be writing his models. He will be training this system so that it will be giving you answers. Okay, so if you ask a ChatGPT, okay, so who is a data engineer? So it will be displaying data engineer is responsible for building this. He will be working this. He will be managing data. He will be responsible processing. It will give answers. How it is giving answer? It is not giving answer by its own. So data scientist already trained him. So what it will do? So it will search over the internet or somewhere. Okay, so data scientist will train it like this. Okay, so whenever somebody asks this question, so this will be the answer. He has to train it. Okay, so whenever you type this question, it will get answers from the backend or from the database. It will get answers and it will display the answers. Okay, so AI system has to trained by data scientist. He will be running his models, AI models, training models, and statistical models on this AI system. Then AI system will give answers to us. How data scientist will work? He needs data engineer, because so on top of this clean data, he will be running trained models, statistical models, and his algorithms. He needs cleaned data. Cleaned data means so you will be having raw data. Data engineer will be cleaning it. Okay, so from input you have 100 columns. Maybe data scientist he doesn't want 100 columns. Only he required 3 or 4 columns. Okay, so like you have first name, last name, mobile number, email, address, state, district, mandal, village, like this. You have data. But data scientist, he doesn't want anything. He wants first name, last name, phone number. Only these 3 he wants, because he wants to send alerts to the users. So if he wants to send alerts or some messages, he need name and mobile number. He doesn't require address, right? So to send alerts, you don't require address and all. You need only first 3 columns. Okay, so what data engineer, what he will do? He will, out of these 10 columns, he will select only these 3 columns and he will give it to data scientist. And so here you will be having many invalid data. So I mean, so here Gopi, Chebrolu, so he doesn't want to share his mobile number. It will be missing. So if you give this data to this one data scientist, it is invalid, because so he wants mobile number, but Gopi's mobile number is missing. So data engineer has to validate it. So whose mobile numbers are missing, he has to remove it. Okay, so some mobile numbers, what they will give, so instead of 10 digits, they will give only 9 digits. 10th, it will be missing. So data engineer has to validate this. 10 digits are there or not. So because mobile number will be 10 digits, right? 10 digits are there or not. Count of this one should be 10. Otherwise, invalid. It is invalid. Remove it. You will be getting duplicates. Who has to remove duplicates? Data engineer. You will be getting special characters. Data engineer has to remove them. You will be getting different data types. For my case, okay, for my case, this one. Phone number should be integer or some other. If you get a string, it is invalid. Who has to fix this? Data engineer has to fix this one. Salary. So it is from the source, it is coming as string, but salary will be numerical, right? It should be integer. Who has to fix from string to integer? Data engineer. Data scientist will not do all this. Data science. That's why data engineer is the first person who will be collecting the raw data and who will be transforming the data as per the requirement. So as per the requirement, data engineer will be processing all this and he will be providing it to the data scientist. On top of this clean data, he will be running all his models. To AI system to work, he needs data scientist. To here, data scientist cannot work so without data engineer. Data engineer, that's why I already told you why data engineering is future, why AI cannot replace this data engineering, because of this reason. AI cannot, because so you can ask me, Gopi, so I will give this raw data to this AI system and I will ask, please select only first 3 columns, please remove all this special characters, invalid rows and all I will give. So real-time data, how can you give it to a system? Publicly available this, so you cannot give. So what you can do, so you can ask some suggestions, that's it. You cannot give real-time data to this. And one more thing, each and every organization has every organization has its own architecture. If you take Capgemini, inside Capgemini you will be having 100 projects. Each project will have different architecture. Each project will have different compliance rules. Okay, how a system will understand? For project 1, this is the architecture. For project 2, this is the architecture. How it will understand architecture? It cannot understand architecture. So if you give data, so if you give some data, it will give same output. 10 for 10 100 projects, data is 100 ways, 100 different data we have, but it will give you so only unique answer, because it knows only one architecture. So it cannot understand different architectures. That's why every organization, every architecture has different every project has different architecture. A system cannot understand all the architectures. So based on the architecture, we need output, right? So that's why. So we should be there. Data engineers should be there to so understand architecture. Data engineers should be there to understand all this. What a data engineer will do, right? It will take help of a system. He can take help of a system. A system will be assistant to us, not boss. Okay, so it cannot do data engineering work, but it will help. A system will be our assistant. That's why I told you. So every organization, every project has their own rules, their own compliance rules, their own architecture. So A cannot understand it. A can suggest. That's it. That's why data engineers cannot be replaced by A for next 10 to 15 years. Okay, and it is these two are what? These two are, because everything AI now. So to AI to work, data engineering should be there, data scientist should be there. Both of them should be there. So data engineering will not replaced by AI. So don't worry, no need to panic, guys. Okay, yeah. So yes, I already told you. So this data engineering is okay. So demanding role, and you will be paid more. So if your interview performance is good and if you have good skills, so companies are ready to give you, okay, so 50%, 60% on your current salary. Global demand, I already told you. So we have huge demand for data engineers, and in next 5 to 10 years, more jobs will be created. Okay, so and in data engineering, we have codes like no code to pro code, means so we have data factory. We have data factory where you will create all your pipelines. So you don't require any coding. It is just drag and drop tool. It is just drag and drop tool. Okay, and we have pro code tools also like Databricks and all. So there, if you know PySpark, so you can write coding and you can perform extensive transformation also. Okay, so Gopi, what is this data factory? What is this Databricks? We don't know. So no, don't worry. I will tell you what is this and all. Okay, so yeah, so you can work in any domain. So not only related to IT, non-IT sectors like, okay, so finance, healthcare, banking, retail. Okay, so IT sectors like IoT, AI. Okay, so you can work in any domain, guys. Not only IT domain, so you can work in so because non-IT domains also, non-IT industries also wants data engineers. Okay, so that's why huge demand for us. Yeah, this what is on-premise, what is cloud, I already explained. Yes, what is data and all, tomorrow you will be seeing, because so yeah, so what I want to do, what I want to explain now. So what is data engineering? What data engineers will do? That is very important question, right? So I will explain that part now. So what is data engineering? What data engineers will do? Okay, so yes, you will be having, okay, so yeah.
So, Gopi, just quick question here. So, generally we
This
lot hear
is
about.
what?
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So, I generally am a bit confused. Like Databricks that you mentioned, we will be using this tool as for our purpose. So, what is the big difference between Databricks and Snowflake?
Yes, yes, that's what I'm going to explain now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So data engineer, what he will be do, right? So he will be building ETL pipelines. ETL pipelines. Gopi, what is this ETL? Extracting the raw data. E means extraction. T means transformation. L means loading. Okay, so ETL pipelines. ETL pipelines means this you will be creating one pipeline. So what it will do? It will extract raw data. So it will transform the raw data into clean data and it will load it into the destination. That is ETL pipelines. Data engineer will create this ETL loads, guys. Okay, so Gopi, good. So which tools we have? So in our course, which ETL tools we have? So Data Factory, Azure Data Factory, you are going to learn. And also we will be learning Azure Databricks. And also you will learning Microsoft Fabric, MS Fabric. These three are independent. These three are what? Independent ETL tools. Okay, this MS Fabric I will take separately, guys. First understand, we have Data Factory and Databricks. Gopi, what is Data Factory? What is this Databricks? Okay, this is ETL tool and this is ETL tool. Gopi, if we have one ETL tool, why other one is required? I don't want to learn other thing. So I am new to this. My brain is this much only. I cannot understand both of this. I will learn only Data Factory. I will learn only Databricks. No, we need to learn as a data engineer. We need to learn both of this. Why? Because, okay, Data Factory works on single mission, guys. Data Factory works on single mission. Okay, so it doesn't have parallel processing. Whereas Databricks, you can have cluster of missions. Cluster of missions we can have inside Databricks. So if you have very big data, 10 GB of data, so 10 GB of data you cannot process with the Data Factory. If we have small to medium, lesser than 100 MB, you can build everything with the Data Factory. No need of this Databricks. Lesser than 100 MB, small data you have, then go with this Data Factory. The Data Factory can handle. Okay, but if you have 1 GB, 10 GB of data, so Data Factory has only single mission, parallel processing is not possible. It will take days of time. So, but inside Databricks, we have cluster of missions. Means, so here you have only one worker. Here you have 10 workers. So 10 workers will divide the work like, so you have 1 GB, right? So in Data Factory, 1 GB means Data Factory single mission, 1 GB it has to process. In Databricks, you can have 10 workers. 10 workers, 1 GB means 100 MB, 100 MB. They can divide the data. They will divide the data into chunks and they will do the work in parallel. Okay, so parallel processing is possible. If this completes in 1 hour, here it will complete in 1 minute. Okay, that much powerful this Databricks is, because inside Data Factory we don't have cluster, so we cannot increase the size to 64 GB or 128 GB or 256 GB. But in Databricks we have cluster. Here you can take worker type of 10 GB, 16 GB, 250 GB, 560 GB based on your input, and you can increase number of workers also. You can increase memory and you can increase workers. That is not possible with Data Factory. Within Data Factory, we cannot increase workers, we cannot increase size. Okay, so it will work on only single mission. Then why we need this Data Factory, Gopi? Data Factory is not useful now, because you are telling Databricks we can have configuration, we can use number of workers high, so that work will be processed in parallel, so we can finish the work in short time. But this Data Factory has its own benefits, guys. It is very so cost effective. This Databricks is very expensive. This Data Factory has ability to connect with other resources. Like if your input data is from Amazon app, let's think that, so you have Amazon app, so e-commerce website. Okay, e-commerce website you have. So sales data, from where you will get this sales data? From Amazon app, where you will be booking all. So from Amazon app, right? So sales data will be from app. Okay, product data, product information, maybe from data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse. Okay, and so customers data, who are the customers and all, maybe it is inside database. Let's think that. Okay, sales data from Amazon app, products data from data warehouse, customers. So Gopi is one customer. Like this Amazon, in Amazon you will be having 100, so many customers you will be having, right? That customer information is inside database. Okay, good. So this is different data source. This is Amazon app. This is different data source. It is database. This is different data source, data warehouse. This Azure Data Factory has inbuilt linked services of 100 types. Okay, you can connect easily. Just what you need, this Amazon credentials you need, this data warehouse credential like username, data warehouse name, a password, like this. If you have, then you can connect easily. If you have table name, and if you have username and password, you can connect to this database easily from Data Factory, and it is very cheaper. So this Data Factory will be used for extraction, extracting the data. For extraction purpose, we will be using Data Factory. For transforming the data, you will be using Databricks. We have two things, right? Extracting and transformation. For extraction means for fetching the data from different sources, Data Factory is very easy because it has inbuilt linked services. It can easily establish the connection with this, and just we are reading the data. Just to read this data, I won't use expensive Databricks. I will use a cheaper Data Factory, and it has inbuilt this linked services. Okay, so that for extracting the data, for extracting data from different sources, I will be using this Data Factory. Okay, so ADF, Azure Data Factory, I will be using for first step, data reading. Okay, Data Factory, ADF, we will say Azure Data Factory for reading this data. Now, so raw data we are reading, right? That we will keep inside the bronze layer. Bronze layer means raw data. What you will be having inside this bronze layer, medallion architecture, we will say. Don't worry, guys. If you know this architecture, I mean, if you don't know these terminologies and all, don't worry. Okay, so just to understand you, I am explaining all this. So don't worry if you don't know anything. So if you are not able to understand all now, so no problem. I will in our course you can learn everything. Here you will be having raw data. What is raw data, Gopi? I already told you. Raw data means, so you have 100 columns, you have special characters, you have missing data. So everything will be inside this raw data. So which tool we will be using? Data Factory, because it is very cheaper and it can establish the connection with other sources easily. That's why we will use Data Factory for extracting the data. Now, so we have to transform the data. If it is 100 MB or lesser than 100 MB, using Data Factory. Inside Data Factory, we have data flows we can perform. So what is transformation, Gopi? Transformation means, so you have old employees data, new employees data. If you want to combine, if you want to merge both this, so what we need to do, we have to perform union. So union is transformation. You have sales data, you have customers data. You want to know which customer bought which product. Gopi bought here. So inside customers data, you have Gopi. Inside sales data, you have this one, what we can say, a sales data, like, how can I say, okay. Inside sales data, you have customer ID, okay, product name. You have these two, product name. So inside this, what customers data, what you have, customer ID, customer name. Okay, so from this data, I am not getting which product I bought. From this data, I am not getting who is the customer, because here you can see customer name is missing here, product name is missing here. So, but what I want, final output, what I want, okay, final output is what? I want to know which customer bought which product I want to know. So what we can do, we can perform join, because this is the common column, right? Based on this common column, we can perform join. So in the final output, what I can have? Customer ID, product name, and customer name. Three can I have by performing what? Join. I will combine both of these data using join. Join also one of the transformation. Now I can see Gopi, customer ID 1, customer name Gopi, he bought laptop. So earlier I cannot have this information because customer ID 1, customer name Gopi, customer ID 1, this is laptop. I cannot know which customer bought which product. I cannot know from this data. I cannot know from this data, but now I can know. So this is join. So this is what? This is also one of the transformation. This is what transformation, guys. So with using Data Factory, it will be difficult because it doesn't have many workers. We cannot increase memory. And so here we don't have coding. Inside Data Factory, it is what? Drag and drop. We don't have coding also. That's why people will go for Databricks. People will go for Databricks for transformation. Okay, people will go for transformation. What is this bronze and what is this silver means? This is raw data. So this is silver layer. So bronze layer, right? Compared to bronze, silver is valuable. Compared to silver, gold is valuable. Same. Here you will be having raw data. After removing duplicates, after dropping null values, after removing unwanted columns, you will be having valuable data, right? That is what silver layer data. Okay, valuable data. Then what is this gold layer, Gopi? So here you have 100 crores. Here you have, maybe you are, after removing null values, dropping duplicates and all, maybe you have 80 crores of data. But leadership don't want to go for this, don't want to go through this 80 crores of rows. They don't want. What they want aggregated data. Like, okay, so they don't want Gopi, which product he bought. They don't care. Okay, so Ramu, which product he bought. They don't care. What they want, Hyderabad location, what is the business? Bangalore location, what is the business? Laptop, what are the total number of items sold? That only they want. Okay, so they don't want to go through these 80 crores. This is what called as aggregated data. Product and total count. That's what they want. Oh, laptops, they are performing well. So people are buying these laptops in January month, 1 lakh laptops are sold. In February month, only 80 lakhs sold. In March, only 30,000. Whoa, so demand for laptops is reducing. We should not manufacture laptops more. That is what aggregated data means. They don't want to know all the data. So they don't want to go through this all the data. They want to go through only aggregated data. So using Power BI or visualization tools, we can perform this. Okay, yeah. So this is what here raw data. So it is not at all useful. Silver layer. So it is clean data. Gold layer, aggregated data, which is useful for business leadership. Based on this gold layer data only, they will take decisions. Okay. So that's what this data engineers will do, guys. Extracting using Data Factory, transformation using Databricks, and loading using either Data Factory or Databricks. Because we already have clean data. Just to what I want to do, I want to load. So in the destination place, I want to send the as per the requirement, I want to send this data. So either I can use Data Factory or Databricks. So now I hope I answered your question. Why we need Data Factory? Why we need this Databricks? So any doubts, guys? Is it clear? Difference between Data Factory to Databricks.
Hi, Gopi. I think it's pretty much clear now. We understand the basic fundamental and the difference between both these tools, their usage. Thank you so much. Yep.
Yeah. So, guys, yes. 1 minute, guys. Good. So using data, so this one, so what data engineers will do, they will ingest their data, they will clean and transform the data, they will build and data pipeline. So tomorrow what we can do, right? So tomorrow I will explain what is Data Factory. So what we can do with this, what is Databricks, what we can do with, so clear. So now just on high level, I have explained. Tomorrow we can see everything of it. And so I want to cover, so I want to tell you, so these are the things we are going to cover. Data Factory for data ingestion, Data Lake for storing data, Databricks for transforming the data, SQL database, it is also for storing the data, but in structured form, tabular form. What is the difference between Data Lake to this database means? In database, you can store data as tables. In Data Lake, you can store data as files, CSV files, JSON files. Okay, so Parquet files and files as if you want to store, you will use Data Lake. If you want to store it as tables, we will use SQL database, and also Fabric, Python, SQL we are going to learn. And one more thing, this tomorrow I can discuss all this, but today I want to cover one thing, that is Fabric. So what is this Fabric, Gopi? Fabric means, so I shown you, right? So here you can see, guys. So in Azure, except this Fabric, everything Azure. Okay, Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Lake, Azure Databricks, Azure SQL database. Data Factory is for what? ETL process. Data Lake, storage. This one also ETL processing. This one also data storage. Okay, so this is what? This is separate service. This is separate service. This is separate service. This is separate service. You have to pay for this. You have to pay separately. You have to pay separately. You have to pay separately. Whenever you want to integrate, it takes some delay. So it will take some delay because these are different, right? So what is Fabric means? You have everything inside data Fabric. If you want to process, if you want to build ETL pipelines, you can do it with Microsoft Fabric. Inside Microsoft Fabric, you have pipelines. If you want to write your PySpark coding and node, if you want to generate some, if you want to create notebooks, we can do inside Fabric. Inside Fabric, we have notebooks. If you want to store data, so you need to have this data lake, Azure Data Lake separately. But inside Fabric, you have storage also. You can storage tables, you can store tables, you can store files, you can create pipelines, you can create notebooks, and you can create your Power BI dashboards. You can perform data science work, everything inside Microsoft Fabric. It is all in one component, guys. It is all in one component. That's why companies are moving to this Microsoft Fabric. Because of this, you can find everything at one place. So here, no need of integration, no need of creating and subscribing them differently, and no need of paying this much. Okay, so I will tell you one good example, guys. Okay, so I will give you one good example. So let's think like you have one father. One father was there. He has 4 sons. He has 4 sons. They got married. Okay, so first son, he has to. So if you think like Azure, this is Azure side. So what they will be doing? So first person wants to build. First son, he has to purchase some land. So and he has to build his own house. So let's think that for purchasing land, this is 30 lakh. For building house also 30 lakh. Total how much? For building house 60 lakhs, because land costs 30 lakhs and building costs 30 lakhs, 60 lakhs. 4 sons are there. 4 into 60, 2.4 crores. That is first case. Second case is what? Fabric. So they want to have joint family. So they don't want to live separately. So what they can do, they will buy big land. So that is 50 lakhs. They will build 4 bedrooms. Okay, so they will build house only one house, but with 4 rooms. Okay, that one will cost them 70 lakhs. Let's think that 50 plus 70, 1.2 crores. Here 2.4 crores. Okay, that is the difference. Here they are separate, they are living in the separate houses. Here they are living in the joint family. And if father wants to communicate with them, so in Azure, what happened? First he has to call son 1. First, second he has to call son 2, and son 1 is available, son 2 is not available. So son 3 is not available for 3 days. Son 4, he is not available for 4 days. What has to happen? He has to wait for next 4 days, right? So in this case, what he can do? So he can see. So whenever he can see whether all the sons are available or not, because he's staying in the same house. So he can go and knock their door and he can see, oh, they are there or not. So whenever they come, so he can communicate. So here communicating will be very, so it will take more time, right? Because first he has to call him. So 4 times he has to integrate. Okay, so it will be delaying the process. But in this one, just he can sit in the hall, and what he can do, he can sit in the hall and he can ring the bell, or he can so shout, sons, please come. He can shout. So they will come within 1 minute. Here it may take 10 minutes, but here it can take only 1 minute. So that's what, there is no need of integration here. So because everything in one place, no need of integration. But here, so you have separate services: Data Factory, Databricks, Data Lake, SQL Server. 4 are different. We need to integrate. We need to establish the connection between them. It will take some time. Delay will be there, and the cost also high. So we have to manage everything. We have to provide security for all of this. But here, just to provide the security for Fabric, because everything is inside. If you provide the security for one service, all services are protected. And so cost also less, and there is no integration delay. So that's why people are going to this Fabric, because it is all in one tool. You can store the data, you can manage the data, you can build Power BI, you can build ETL pipelines, you can perform data science stuff, you can perform everything with Fabric. But here you need separate services. That's why people are crazy, industries are crazy about this Fabric. It is next big thing in industry, guys. So this is the difference between Azure to Fabric. Now I think you know. So Azure and Fabric are not same. Fabric is not going to replace it. They both are different components. So yeah. So this is what our course, guys. So you will be learning all this: Python, SQL, Fabric, Data Factory, Databricks. What is the difference between these two? So here it is suitable for medium size of data. Here it is, so if you have huge data, big data of 100 GB also not a problem, because we will be having cluster of machines. Here we have only single mission. Here you will be having cluster of machines. Okay. Yes. This tomorrow we can see. Okay. So any doubts, guys? So now you can understand whether this course is useful to you or not. So because I will be teaching. I will be that instructor for whole course. So I will be teaching everything: Python, SQL, Azure, everything of Azure, PySpark, Data Factory, SQL database, and everything I will be teaching. Fabric also. I am the tutor. So no one will be there. Okay. So every day. 1 hour session we will be having from Monday to Friday. Saturdays will be doubt solving session. Saturday also we will be having sessions. So if you have any doubts or anything, we can discuss. You can share your screen and I will be helping you in clearing everything. Okay, all your doubts and all. Okay, so yeah. And it is 3 months course, guys. 3 months course. Within 3 months, we will be completing everything and projects also. Not 3 to 4 hours. So I told you, right? So I will explain domain also. Because you are new to this. So without domain knowledge, how can you work? So other tutors, what they will do, right? So they will, okay, this is the source, this is the transformation, this is the project they will do. So they don't give you knowledge of domain. So what is healthcare domain? So what are, so in healthcare domain, what they will do actually? So if you have navigation and all, what is this? If you have e-commerce and e-commerce domain, so what they will do inside this? So domain knowledge also I will tell. Okay, so that's why it will take 11 to 12 hours. Yes, guys. Now it's time for you. So if you have anything to ask, you can.
Gopi, how many days you will be covering the projects? I mean, the real-time projects.
Yeah, I told you, right? So it will take at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks means so project I won't handle like 1 hour, not like this. Saturdays and Sundays. So 3 long hours. So Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours, like that I will take. So 10 hours minimum, 10 to 11 hours for each project. And we will be handling 3 projects.
Okay, so
Next question is how many days classes we have? Like, like say the course is 3 months, and so how many days you will be running the classes?
So weekly 6 hours. So 3
Weekly
months
6
means
hours. Okay.
6 into 4, 24, right? 24 into 3, 72 hours, more than 72 hours. Because some days for projects I will take Saturdays and Sundays also. Three long hours also I will take, right? So more than 72 hours.
Got it. So per day, 1 hour class from 8:30 to 9:30.
For few days only it is 8:30 to 9:30. But from 16th February, it will be 7:30 to 8:30.
If somebody is missing the class, or maybe would
They
it
can
be
go through
possible?
recordings, right?
Okay.
You will be having lifelong access to these recordings, right?
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just curious to know. But let's say once we complete this course, so would you be providing certificate or maybe
You are
so
asking
how
course
did you like?
completion certificate.
Yes.
That is not at all useful. In your CV also you cannot keep it, and it is not at all useful. If you want, that is very easy. So with our company, I mean with our institute letterhead, we can provide it to you. So that is not a big task. But I don't think it will be helpful to you. If we have certifications, that will be helpful to you. So Databricks certification or DP 700 or DP 600, those will be helpful to you. I will be. So on certification, how to complete them, I will be providing material. I will be providing dumps also.
Okay.
So I will be helping you in completing the certification. But course completion certificate, I don't think it is helpful to you. But certifications from Microsoft or certification from Databricks, surely they will help you and they will add your, value in your resume.
Understood. So maybe you will be helping us in preparing Microsoft
Yes.
exams or my Databricks exams, right?
Yes, I will be guiding you. I will be giving you correct resources and all. So I will be providing some dumps also. Yes.
Got it. And thank you, Gopi, and it's really helpful and looking forward to this course. And I think makes sense completely.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Guys, one request, guys. So tomorrow I need to visit hospital. So just for tomorrow, guys, we have session tomorrow at 7 a.m. guys, because tomorrow I have hospital. I mean, so this appointment in hospital. Okay. So just for tomorrow, we have session tomorrow at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. So, but from Thursday, right? So from Thursday, 8:30 to 9:30 only. But for tomorrow, please attend at 7 a.m. guys. So in WhatsApp, through WhatsApp, my team will share this information. So just for tomorrow, 7 to 8 a.m. guys, please attend.
Perfect.
Yes, guys, if others have any doubts, you can unmute and ask. Vamshi,
I'm good. Gopi, I'm dropping off because my office call is going to start.
okay, no problem, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Others, if you have any doubts now, please. So please, it can be silly or it can be anything, guys. So you can ask anything, not a problem.